I'm back. Dr. Klein.
Did you retrieve the technologies yet? We need them, as I have indicated.
Indeed I have. I've recovered all the technological information for you.
What? You did? Your survival, let alone success, barely registered in my projections. Now, all I need to do is check my transmission databank. Mobius is always filling it up with his psychotic calls. Oh yes, there's the schematics, just like you said. How truthful.
All these technologies of the information you need?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Your answer is not filling me with confidence.
No. I mean, yes. You just need to analyze these technologies for a moment. They are extremely advanced, you know?
Why did you even have me get them if you don't know how they would help you? Do you even know what these technologies would do? I'm going to advance my boost. I'm going to advance my boot into your voice module if you don't give me some solid data. Yeah. Do you even know what these technologies do?
I know how these technologies work. Of course I know. If you remember, we described them in clearly abstract, contradictory statements before. Why would we do that if we weren't certain on how to use them? Yes, so let me... a bit, huh? I'll figure it out.
Look, the antenna focuses brain patterns, right? Yeah. Wait one sec. Yeah, the antenna focuses brainwave patterns, doesn't it?
Yes, that's what I believe I said.
And the suit's cardiac regulator and sonic frequency is a spinal vibrator.
I've got it. The cardiac regulator in the suit, the antenna for brain waves, and the sonic frequency for the vertebral nerves.
Yes?
I'm thinking. This is all very complicated. Let me check something. Of course. I have it. The override sequence to open the Forbidden Zone door is hidden in the schematics. Well, not hidden. It's actually right there, behind the programming equivalent of coffee stains. It's embedded in what seems to be recursive code. It's badly commented there and there. Oh, and null pointers very sloppy, Mobius. You see, using the antenna to boost the emitter's sonic frequency and the stealth suit to bypass the Forbidden Zone lock, yes, that could work. Was that my plan? It must have been. Sometimes I truly surprise myself. The door is open, and now Mobius will get his.
Don't these items seem more biologically focused than that?
Biological? Ridiculous. I mean, technically, these items could all be used to put you back together once you had your brain. But for now, they can be used in the name of aggression. The door should be unsealed. Now, instead of being subjected to threats, we can now send an equally threatening message to Mobius. And that message is science. Deliver this message, and Big Mountain shall be freed from Mobius's reign of terror. You can go now. That's your cue.
Okay.
What are you doing back? Mobius's threats persist. Worse, he's filling up our transmission storage holotape to capacity.
Okay. Goodbye.
Yes, a most goodbye.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. Well, I really don't fancy going up against that thing. X-42 Giant Robo Scorpion test log. The Satanite armor plating, the Satanite armor plating on the Giant Robo Scorpion has exceeded expectations, mostly while it's virtually impervious to small ops fire. The sonic emitter that Parsons brought in managed to fry several of the prototype's subsystems. We'll have to look into improved EMP shielding for the next prototype. On a more positive note, the prototype's new atomic laser is performing admirably. Some residual radiation is left behind after the weapon discharges. It may be necessary to requisition more radiation suits and meds as a precaution. Target drone effectiveness log. The constant improvements to the Giant Robo Scorpion has rendered the Protectron models we've been using as hostile communist forces largely ineffective. At this stage, they're little more than distractions. Activate target drones. Oh. Huh. Can I disable it with this? Deactivate. Robot can't be repaired. Oh, right, okay, so, yeah, never mind. Why does it keep cutting off? Backup generator log. The new atomic laser is putting an incredible strain on the Robo Scorpion's generator. Dancing shut down in the middle of weapons testing last week. I pushed for reducing the laser's output by 25%. Instead, they slapped a backup generator onto the Scorpion. Dangerous, if you ask me. The systems were designed to handle the power from two systems at once. If some rookie tech fires up the backup generator too early, well, what? What happens? Come on! This is the hardest fucking terminal I've ever tried to hack. What's this, my 4th attempt now? Puppet Master? No. Anticipating? Immaculately? No. Hey! Oh, hello. We've got that one, and then that one. Relationship. Infiltration. Technologies. Yay! Emergency shutdown procedure log. 30 instructions from higher ups. After that one time the giant robo-scorpion's attack routine malfunctioned, we installed an emergency shutdown procedure. Let's hope we never have to use it. The prototype system will all be fried, and we won't be able to. We won't be up and running again for weeks. The military is expecting delivery of a battle-ready model within 6 months, and the project has already had enough delays. Initiate shutdown.
Is this thing on? This is Mobius. Dr Mobius. We're initiating some kind of emergency test shutdown. In 5, 4, as in 3, as in 3, 2, as in 2 protest, 1 as in none. Oh, the emergency overload is initiated.
Oh. Is that it? Reprogram. Oh. Audio sample Mobius' Robo-Scorpion. And that is the last of the thing, isn't it? Find samples for the biological research station. What? Oh, right, over there. Okay, fair enough. Right, let's confront Dr. Mobius first. Yeah, so the only thing that the only thing that thing has is the atomic cannon, which I already have, so it's kind of pointless. Anyway, yeah, let's go. There's nothing else here, is there? Nope. Oh. Dr. Mobius' glove. Atomic revolver particle accelerator. Ooh. Oh, it's got a little muzzle brake on the end of it now. So, Dr. Mobius. There is alcohol. So, Dr. Mobius. Hello.
Huh? Yo, hello there. You are there, aren't you? Forgive my confusion. So hard to tell these days. You seem familiar somehow. I'm guessing you're here for your brain, perhaps? It's just up there. Such a nice brain, young, very bright. Little hard to see you. Can you walk into my left, right FOV cone? Ah, that's it. You're coming into focus nicely.
Is that better?
Depth perception is a problem with this old monitor of mine. Went black a while ago. That's old age for you. Should look at getting the visual nerves reattached. It's just that the right eye would see the wrong things. The flying tortoises were the worst. Would you care for a mentat?
Thank you.
I love mentats. Delicious and smarty. I have all sorts of amazingly science-orific thoughts and ideas when those chalky tablets are zipping through my biogel. I forget them all not long after, though, especially with the data constipating my memory core. Afraid binary streams might shoot out my chassis. Had to start using the dome floor and walls here to inscribe equations, although I've somewhat lost track of where they start and end.
You aren't exactly what I was expecting.
Really? That implies preconceived notions, theories, and a hypothesis about this meeting? Please extrapolate. What was I supposed to be like? After all, it might be worth a cognitive realignment if your theoretical Mobius is better than I.
Well, my tab's itching like fuck, so I'm just gonna itch my tab. Yes, there we go. Tab thoroughly itched. Why did you steal my brain?
Oh, a variety of reasons. You're something of a homily. Anomaly?
Yes.
You're really quite special, and not in the cranially challenged way. You see, you are the most successful brain extraction experiment ever performed here at Big Mountain. A victim of your own success, as it were. If you were to go back with what your brain knows about the procedure, well, your brain could be popped back in and you could walk right out of here. Can't have brains moving around of their own volition.
Exactly. I want my brain so I can leave.
Now, that seems to be rather hormonal of you. Flight or fight response, you know. Hard to cut that out completely. Your brain is here, safe with me. We chat over mentats.
Okay. Well, I was curious about some things.
Oh, curiosity. I experience that less now that I know everything. Or maybe it was when I found out some unpleasant answers.
I can't fix your monitor, but if you're getting ghost reception, I can fix that.
The ghosts aren't real? That changes everything. Why, I can save my computing power for other perceptual impossibilities. Please be my guest. The receptor is there, and the side-switching wobbly bob, just turn that. Good, good, better. Oh, yes, that feels wonderful. This is even better than my afternoon mentats break.
So, what can you tell me? Can you tell me about your robot scorpions, please? Tell me things about them. Yes.
Well, every scientist needs an army. Mine came to me after these rather large scorpions kept coming in from the desert, like poisonous frosting. How scary, I thought. But they had survived when nothing else had. Perfect candidates for improvement as a reward for their tenacity. Then I thought, what if they shot energy bolts and acted as walking eyes and data-drained computers and acted as bullhorns? Then I made them bigger. Then I thought about custard. I do so love custard. Or was it mustard? Mustard custard. I miss sugars and salts.
I was curious about some other things.
I find things curious as well. Go on.
You don't seem aggressive. Why broadcast threats to the think tank?
Oh, I was probably tripping hard on Psycho when I sent that. Had to work myself up to it. Not usually violent. Except when I am, then watch out! So many chems, such varieties. Whenever I take mentats, I can feel my entire chassis breathe like a big spherical lung. As for the psycho, sometimes get the chem dispositories in my tank all switched up. Go in the wrong tube. Still, served its purpose.
So, sounds like you built the Robo Scorpions and issued threats to keep the think tank occupied.
Did I? Maybe I did. Can't have them leaving. Some reason for it. Ethics or, conscience? You and your brain are quite alike. I'm sure it knows the reasons better than I do.
Everything you told me doesn't add up. Your plan, even your name, Mobius.
Dr. Mobius. Rather catchy, isn't it? It's my name, and my new name overwrote the old one. This name's as real as you or I. Although I believe your brain expressed similar incredulity at the nature of such an appellation. Someone's been watching too many old-world science fiction movies, it said. I believe it meant me. I must admit I have a vulnerability for holotape fantasies of planets and robots and all that is forbidden. As for the name I was born with, like the think tank, we were all reprogrammed to forget them, take on new names. It enforces the recursion loop in our perception programming.
You reprogrammed their names as part of the recursion loop. What, to trap the processors?
Now, trap is a rather harsh word, like excrement. An inappropriate word, but still rather harsh. But, yes, I did take some liberties with their programming. It's all right, they don't remember.
No shit.
I certainly didn't until you said trap, and then I said excrement, and then...
So, why did you trap them?
The radar fence to keep the think tank hemmed in wasn't really enough. They keep testing things. They would have found a way to disarm it. I suspect I have Plan 9s in place, but I may have coded myself to forget them, just in case. They're probably very dangerous, lethal, or worse. So I had to do something else to keep them occupied here, or as you like to say, trapped. I prefer to have several Plan 9s in case the 7s fail.
What the fuck? Clyde, Mobius, zeros, a circle, 8s, an infinity symbol. They're all loops. Okay, I get it.
Oh, you figured it out. No pun intended. Dr. O, which is actually not his real name multiplied, since you can't multiply his real name in the first place. Ouroboros, Klein, they have all forgotten themselves. And not only themselves, but the world, sense of time and history. All that is left is what's here. I reprogrammed their chronometers, geometers, and cartography programs. This is now their world, here, Big Mountain. It was a merciful lobotomy, really, thinking back. They were my friends, but sometimes they would take things too far. And the world isn't ready for that kind of too-far thing-taking. That's my professional opinion, anyway. And I am told I was once quite professional.
Minor detail, but a snake devouring its own tail is Ouroboros, not Ouroboros.
Really? It is so unlike me to make an error in anything I do.
If you lobotomize a think tank, why terrorize them?
Well, it's simple. Despite their many failings, they are rather bright. They are the think tank for a reason. That I didn't change. Without something to distract them, make them afraid, they would simply deduce what had happened. And when they start deucing it up, then you came along, the final variable solved. They saw that their world was larger than they perceived. Bacteria, finally able to see its host.
But there must have been other signs of a larger world.
There have been other visitors to make them doubt their perceptions, but you are the one who dialed back their monitor micro-magnifiers. You were irrefutable proof that there was a world outside. And then there was the whole brain fiasco, which forced me to take steps. See, your brain had a special kind of wrinkle, a uniquity that they had never thought to try in all their countless escape attempts.
The bullet that went into my brain. Doc Mitchell patched me up.
Yes, very good. I should have mentats in just you instead of the other way around. Mentats. In any event, you showed up at the think tank, and because you had suffered a cranial injury in just the right place, bullets in the head are usually much more fatal, and yours was a light case of bullet headitis. But it was enough for the autodoc in the sink to change its programming to fix the problem, and the brain extraction technology for once worked. That gave the think tank the knowledge its brains couldn't possess. With that knowledge, the procedure can be reversed. If they obtain that procedural data, they can use it to mush and modify their cranial cells into hosts to slip past the radar fence. I'm sure of it. And once they're off the reservation...
So if I don't get my brain back in my head, I can't leave here, ever?
Oh no. I doubt your brain would be so unreasonable. It already knows the trick of it, you see. Doesn't need to be in a host body at all. If you become friends or exist in an uneasy truce with weapons aimed at each other, it would unlock the fence for you. Well, once the think tank was dealt with, of course, your brain is a responsible sort. Doesn't want mad scientists running around everywhere.
Good. Klein said that they had the idea to get the 3 technologies after your broadcast. Coincidence?
I consider coincidence to be profanity, along with the words astrology,
Agreed.
herbal tea, and luck. So watch it, potty mouth.
I agree with the first one.
My threat broadcast is designed to instill and install fear. And along with the emotional download, other data rides the fear carrier wave. It prompted them to focus on retrieving those technologies and bring them to attack me. And coincidentally, pardon my language, all those technologies are needed to put a brain, your brain, back into its skull properly.
Was there any other data transmitted in your threat broadcast?
Yes, my overly aggressive cammed-up broadcast was designed to keep reinforcing the forget, fear, rinse, and repeat program. Oh, and the get me the things to castrate your only possible escape attempt. But I couldn't delete you or your arrival any more than I could the other visitors. Only so much science can do when you started talking to them. You're really quite difficult to ignore, you know. It's because you're, well, rather intriguing, if you'll forgive an old brain for saying so.
So what is the purpose of the technologies?
The X2 antenna can be used to focus your alpha wave frequency thought patterns. The sneaky suit? Why, it houses a cardiac regulator. And the sonic sound wave projecto emitter was never intended as a weapon. It was a medicinal vertebrae pulse desensitizer. In short, brains, a heart, and courage. Spine. I think there was a story once where a band of murderous thugs sought these things. They had them all the time in the story. Didn't stop them from murdering to get them. And it won't stop the think tank either.
This whole DLC is just Wizard of Oz. But anyway, the think tank downloaded the schematics anyway, so they can rebuild them.
Oh, that means my plan is a total failure. That is unfortunate.
Oh.
Oh well, at least I tried.
Yeah, it's the thought that counts. I was curious about some things.
Yes, this is getting interesting. You are just filled with these little slices of curiosity, aren't you?
Indeed I am. Anyway, so I need my brain back.
Do you? You seem fine without it. And does it even want to go back with you? Maybe you should ask it. It's quite independent, has all manner of opinions. Tell you what, I'll leave it up to your brain. If it wants to go, then fine. If not, well, you should respect its wishes.
Okay, time for me to go.
Indeed. The goodbye part of our little chat then. Goodbye. Please mind the equations on the floor.
Wait, I just realised I can't see no equations. Okay, so... Oh, here we go. Here's the equations. You on about these ones? Okay, yeah, I can see them there. It's a bit bright. Okay, goodbye. So, hello, brain. Oh. Oh. What the fuck happened with all this? Mobius. We need to stop smashing shit. Anyway.
Well, look who finally dragged themselves in out of the wasteland. And where have we been, Crawling through pits of radioactive muck again?
Are you my brain?
Ah, lovely. Figured that out, have we? Would you like a cookie?
Why are you such a dick?
Well, that's a fine how do you do. Me, quote, dick, unquote. As if I'm the one responsible for the way you carry on gadding about the wastes. I'm not the one that makes us clamber around Technus-infested ancient vaults or go charging off to New Vegas on missions of ill-conceived revenge. And have we forgotten who got us shot in the head and buried in a shallow grave? Hmm? Do you think I enjoyed that little moment?
Oh, come on, that stuff's fun. Anyway, wait, what? You're my brain. Of course you're responsible.
I most certainly am not. I'm the seat of all reason and logic in our little partnership. All those feelings that motivate you, that sense of righteousness and that rush you get when you help someone, do you know where those come from? Glands. They come from glands. Free of the tyranny of your ape-like and primitive endocrine system, I can see how foolish your motives are.
But you're the source of most of those glands. Unless you're arguing that my thyroid is to blame.
Well, look, it's all a very complex system of biofeedback and other things I wouldn't expect you to understand.
Admit it, you're just as glandular as I am. Yeah, I fucked that one up. Yeah, admit it, you're just as glandular as I am.
Oh, all right. Perhaps I am, but at least I'm logical about it.
So, don't you want to be reunited? I thought you'd be happy being back in my head.
I'm not going to lie to you. The prospect is definitely not that appealing. Look at it from my perspective. Here I have peace, quiet, and safety. Well, barring the odd rogue scorpion. In your head, I've got poison, radiation, grisly injuries, and biological functions. Do you know how much more you can get done when you're not constantly looking for places to urinate? It's quite a lot, I can tell you.
Like what? You're a brain in a jar. Too bad I've got arms, you don't. But what about the good things? What about a cool breeze on your cheek? The smell of food? What about love? Come on, man.
Overrated biological feedback. Believe me, you only feel that way because you've got all that meat. Oozing hormones.
Isn't it just as true as you only feel this way because you're lacking those hormones?
I suppose you're right. That does call certain assumptions into question, doesn't it?
Yeah, but you didn't think of that, huh? So we are at an impasse. You can't feel what I feel, and I can't think the way you think.
Indeed. Quite the conundrum. How do you suppose we resolve it?
I think we have to trust each other and acknowledge that we aren't complete if we are separate.
I suppose there might be some advantage to that, yes. There's a chance that the reintegration would create some improved synergy between us.
Right, okay, so what do you say, Brain? Do you want me for some more wild adventures? How the hell did Mobius get a hold of my brain anyway?
After the think tank extracted me from your skull, they fell to bickering amongst themselves. I'm sad to say we were quite forgotten about. Dr. Mobius saw an opportunity to gain some leverage and had me spirited away to his dome.
How the fuck did he manage that?
I don't know. I'm afraid the trauma of our separation rendered me quite insensate. I didn't come around until I was safely ensconced in this tank. I'm quite sure whatever he did was highly scientific, though.
You were literally just a brain, I don't get how. Okay. This is Fallout for you. It seems like a pretty unlikely coincidence.
Hardly. Dr. Mobius keeps a close optical sensor on the goings-on at the think tank. As soon as he saw the opportunity, he took it.
Okay, well, that answers that. On to something else.
Well, as long as your curiosity is satisfied.
So, what'd you say, Brain? Do Join me for some more wild adventures?
Well, I suppose you've convinced me well enough. I'll rejoin your body if that's your final decision. Unfortunately, before we get to that stage of the proceedings, we have a problem.
Yes.
Even if I could settle myself back in your skull and reconnect all those pesky nerve endings, Dr. Mobius doesn't have the tools here. We would have to make use of Dr. Klein's lab, and I rather doubt the brains are inclined to share.
Why? They promised to put us back together once I did what they wanted.
And you believe them? Really? I know you were recently deprived of my fabulous advice, but... Really? Once I'm delivered into their clutches, they'll find a way past the radar fence and the whole Mojave will be their playground. And that is assuming, of course, that one of them doesn't take a fancy to our body and decide to slip his own brain into it instead.
So, what's so bad about letting the brains get out? They don't seem that terrible.
Don't seem so bad. They vivisected us just to see what would happen. Have you forgotten the lobotomites? The cyber dogs, I assume you saw those. Imagine that kind of science spread across the entire Mojave. Every man, woman, and child we've met reduced to a lobotomite. Is that what you want?
You're a part of me. I know you don't want to let that happen any more than I do.
Well, I suppose I do miss those endorphin rushes when we save the day. All right, what's the plan?
If the think tank won't hold up their end of the bargain, we'll have to, yeah, we'll make them. Let's go.
Right. Look out, think tank. This brain is coming out of its jar. I suppose now that we're reunited, you'll want to fill your torso up with those other meaty parts the think tank took from us. Personally, I think your upgrades are quite a bit better. But now that I'm with you, the Sync's autodock can plug them back in no problem. Right then, off we go. Klein will be in for a nasty shock when he realizes the pacification field won't work on a mind and body reunited.
Oh yeah. I've had my brain added. So, Dr. Mobius.
Oh, I see you and your brain reached a compromise. How pleasant.
Indeed.
I hypothesized after the indignant frequencies my receptors had recepted, such a partnership-based conclusion would be low on the likely scale.
Yeah, well, you don't know me and my brain. My brain told me that the think tank needs to be stopped. Are you able to help? Wait, can I have a med tap?
Why, of course you can. I am well versed in the science of sharing. Well, when not chemmed out of my sphere.
Okay. My brain told me that the think tank needs to be stopped. Can you help?
If I recall, I had a plan that was working, whatever it was. I don't think it reached fruition. I would recall fruit if it had happened. I wasn't trying to kill them, just keep them out of trouble. What was that plan? Blast. I probably wrote it down on the floor somewhere.
Any tactics I could use to attack the think tank? What was the plan you had?
Something ingenious and needlessly complicated, I expect. I may have already told you and forgotten it. I forgot I had forgotten pencils until one day I found one. Spent days studying its purpose before my memory circuit kicked in. Felt quite silly.
Anything I could do to stop them that doesn't require violence?
Well, you could try and appeal to their humanity. That's a tired cliche.
Just a bit.
And really, when they were humans, they weren't very good humans.
Yeah. Any suggestions on how to make them change their mind?
Well, there's many things they have forgotten, sitting in their bowls. Friendship, the thrill of discovery. Love, masturbation, the usual. Much like your brain, I am certain there is something you can spark within each of them. Memories, hormones. A wise man once said, the eyes do more than see. Make them see, if you can. Or, if not, you can always make them succumb to fear. It certainly worked for me, for a time. Then you came along, and bravery and/or desperation trumped that little idea. Back to the drawing board, I suppose. Or is this the end? Hard to tell.
Scare them? How? I'd really, really like to kill them. No, how do I scare them?
Oh, tell them I'm still alive. We had a nice chat, and we agree on a few things. That's true, isn't it?
True.
Or you could kill me and lie about it. Either way, it would be interesting. And if you are partial to lying and deception, well, you could tell them a ludicrous lie. The more over the top, the better. That's my experience. They're more than a little gullible. Better make it convincing, though, or it'll be the dissection table and vivisectors for you. And if you speak of me, please try and make me look good. I am Dr. Mobius, after all, not some lab assistant teacher's aide.
I fucking love you, you're amazing. You are why this DLC is the best. Okay, I think I'm gonna kill you after all. Time for me to go, goodbye.
Indeed. The goodbye part of our little chat then. Goodbye. Please mind the equations on the floor.
Wait, I just want to see what you'll actually say.
I'm having the most peculiar feeling of deja vu right now. That's French for, deja vu, I believe. Never met before.
You know what? I think I'm gonna kill you after all.
Really? Oh, you're not thinking about doing it. You are going to do it. Oh, intriguing. I've never been killed before. Although, after that time I got that phlegmy discharge in my biogel, I wished I had been. Well, if there's going to be killing, I defer to your expertise in this matter. How should we begin? Engineering viruses? Canceratic beams? Atomics? Electrocutioning? Or should I summon my minions? Yes, my minions.
What minions?
Whoa, have they not constructed themselves yet? That's a bit premature of me. The Robo-Scorpions, of course. They can assemble themselves from floor panels and parts scattered about. Quite inventive. Never really know when they might suddenly appear.
Oh.
Minions, destroy this intruder! Or perhaps make it more dramatic. Minions, to me!
Yeah. That's better.
Oh, yes, that's quite a bit better.
Let's do it. Woo! Oh shit, you could go invisible. Yeah, let's go.
Horrible, and so I die.
Woo! You get to live for now. Only because I like you. Anyway, let's go.
You require some additional services?
Indeed I do.
And rightly so, I should think. Alright then, let me just fire up the old interface for you.
Swap body parts. Oh. Reattach your spine. You have lost the spineless perk. Reinforced spine perk. Your spine is back in your body, but some advanced technologies remain. Your torso can now be crippled again, but your strength and damage threshold have bonuses have doubled. Okay, that's pretty cool.
You require some additional services?
Yes, I also want my heart. Swap body part. Place your heart back in your chest. You have lost the heartless perk. Cardiac arrest perk. Wait, what? Your heart is back in your body, but some advanced technologies remain. You're less resistant to poison, 50%, and robots are only somewhat confused by you, 25% less likely to score a critical hit. But on the bright side, healing items are twice as effective. Ah. Okay. So I can be poisoned again, but yeah, my healing items are a lot better.
Healing.
Yeah, okay. Your original spine used to float here. Your original heart used to float here. Dr. Klein awaits. Make sure you're prepared to finish this once and for all. Come on, brain, let's go. Oh, what's with all the red? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna... Yeah, let's get this over and done with. Hello?
Klein's an impatient man. Wouldn't keep him waiting.
So, Zero, got any amazing discoveries to share?
Yeah, I discovered more internal parts in the monitors here. If you could hold on to my discovery, I'd appreciate it.
Thank you. I need more of those worthless caps.
You sure are testing that personality chip thoroughly. All right. Yeah, there were a few under the monitors here. Here you go. Keeps the place tidy.
Well, thank you.
Until our next get.
Yep. Hello. Hello.
You should really see, Dr. Klein. We're all awaiting the results of your experiment.
You wanna fuck? I'm here for a breather.
If you're ready, let me radar scan you. Slowly. Ooh. Ooh. Purple, purple, ooh. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Purple. Ba-ba, bloop. Ba-ba, bloop. Ba-ba, bloop. Whew. Last little bit there. Thank you, lobotomite. Please, you must come back for further study when I've had a rest. I'm a little sensitive right now.
I feel dirty. Why did I do this? Dr. Wait. Dr. 8. I'll talk to Clyde in a second. Quit pressuring me. I want to ask you some questions. I'll be going now, because I want to ask you if you've got anything for me. Good to see you too, 8. You got any discoveries today? Oh, thank you. I'll be going now. Dr. Boros!
Klein awaits, as do we all.
Blindly operate on any poor animals recently?
Why, yes, although the term is research. Thank you. Look at these. They seem to be found inside some of the specimens here at Big Mountain. I notice these results more and more now that I know to look for them. Come back anytime, and I'll show you what else I've discovered.
Okay, Dr. Boros. Never mind, I've spoken enough.
Until next time, then.
Anyway, so, hello. Dr. Klein, you're facing the wrong way. Dr. Klein, I'm over here. Come on, hurry up. Fine, I'll come to you.
The lobotomite returns. Our lobotomite. Has Dr. Mobius been denominated into scrap metal and voice module parts, as we hoped?
I found my brain, and now you and I are going to settle things. I think you'll pass through your lobotomy, Clyde. Yeah, I found my brain, and now you and I are going to settle things.
I recommend watching your tone with me, lobotomite. Now, your brain. Hand it over, or we'll extract it again.
Wait, what? I'm not handing my brain over. There's some things we should discuss.
And what could we possibly have to speak about? You have the brain, we have the technology. All you must do is surrender. With it, we can finally leave this place. I cannot tell you how boring this place gets, chopping up the landscape and everything in it. And we have so many questions to ask your brain first. About this Mojave place. A fertile testing ground for our experiments.
You think I am a lobotomite? No, for my skull houses the brain of Mobius. No. Mobius and I talked it over, and we reached an understanding.
You are lying. No, you are not. Your heartbeat, perspiration, all excessively confident and sure of yourself. Why would you reason with that maniac? He'll destroy us all.
Maybe you should confer with your colleagues first.
Nonsense. Confer, colleagues. Those are two words I do not recognize.
Dr. Klein, I must intersect. Please, do not harm the lobotomite.
I'm not going to harm it. I'm going to dissect it until it's dead. Why the sudden intersection, Dalla?
I cannot stand a sweet breathing organism, breathing in and out to suddenly not breathe. We must keep it alive. For study. Slow study.
Dalla, these vocalized pauses are unlike you. What do you care?
Klein, you know, this lobotomite, it's a great sounding board. You respect ideology, right? This one's, well, it's got good ideas.
Silence, Dr. O. This is a think tank decision. Save your objections until after I have decided our course of action.
You know what, Klein? Stick a straw in your tank and suck yourself. Long and deep.
God, Zero!
And my name is Zero. Yeah, a big, fat zero with a slash through it.
The slash as a designator of... Why, that is brilliant. But how did you...
The lobotomite taught me that. Taught me a name is more than, that I should take pride in things. Like names.
Yes!
And... You know what? Forget it, Klein. I hate you. And your theory of brachial beam oscillation? The Chinese had it first, you copycat.
Dare you? Brainial beam oscillation was solely my discovery. I expressly told you that and deleted all evidence to the contrary. It's 2-8. Why are you acting like this? You've never refused to commit necessary surgery before. And this lobotomite needs its surgery. A noble speech, but there is no room in my vocabulators for friend and lobotomite in the same sentence. The very concept, revolting. Perhaps you are irradiated with camaraderie radiation. We have chems for that. We can save you from your emotional addiction. If I may, I feel as if I must be the voice of reason here. This lobotomite is much like us. Regarding even animals and pets as nothing more than avenues to promote science. There is good here. Instead of ending its life on the table, we should prolong its suffering in the name of science. Like good old Gabe, the finest of lab specimens. Why am I even listening to you fools? Enough of this mutinous chorus. If there's a word I hate, it's mutiny. And the word jism, which never made any sense to me. It's ridiculous putting j and zm together like that. Nonsense. I count as 5. Like the mighty human hand I once had, with its 5 penises clenched in a fist.
Sounds to me like your math is wrong, and the odds aren't good.
Nonsense! The mathematics of this situation are on our side, lobotomite. I believe... No, wait. Carry the 2, then... If this were a democracy, I would be concerned. We are too scientific for that. So just surrender.
It's not a democracy, it's a research facility, and over half your colleagues dispute your findings.
You dare use logic against me?
I do. Here's the deal. I'm not going to surrender. You are.
That's no deal at all. There's a whole world beyond the crater, filled with ideas and possibilities. We could have escaped, seen it all for ourselves, tested it, prodded at it, made it squirm.
I mean... Yeah, I can bring the Mojave to you, and you'll still be able to experiment. You can do that here, for me, quietly. Yeah, I'll bring the Mojave to you.
For you? And for science? I have a strange sensation that I would like that. How odd. Very well, partner. The think tank is at your service as long as you do not destroy us.
Dara, you have something else to say? No, you just stop? Okay, well, right, I guess, I shall take my leave. Goodbye.
As it had been in the years before the Great War, Big Mountain, the Big Empty, became home to one of the brightest minds of the 23rd century. The courier watched over the Big Empty for years to come, caring for it and keeping its discoveries safe until they were needed to help others. Which had always been Big Mountain's purpose. Past the laboratories and science, it had always been intended as a place to build the future of all mankind.
The Sync Central Intelligence Unit was impressed by the amount of exploration the courier had undertaken. Facilities believed lost, destroyed, or ones that had simply gotten up and walked to new locations had been rediscovered by its intrepid new master. Internally, the artificial personality debated as to whether it preferred the old management to the new, and concluded that the courier's thorough approach to research and investigation was admirable and worthy of its respect.
Dr. Mobius continued his research undisturbed in the Forbidden Zone. As much as he had attempted to create better scorpions, he tried the same with humanity, with considerably less success. These failures didn't bother him overmuch. Once the rush of mentats wore off, he forgot he had failed in any event. After all, the bright young mind who had come to visit him in the Forbidden Zone had already exceeded his expectations.
The sink atop the dome bustled with the voices of a small town, constantly chirping, arguing, and snarling at each other. Still, this all happened productively in the interests of its new owner. The Sync Central Intelligence Unit discovered, despite its inversion code, it was comforted by the sense of community the other personalities gave it.
The Biological Research Station, obsessed with seeding everything in sight, requested a transfer to the X-22 Botanical Garden, so that it might, in its own words, sensually fertilize the garden's smooth contours. The garden sent back a polite refusal, saying it had prior commitments with a vault it had helped infect before the war.
The book chute continued to devour all seditious materials until it nearly choked on a paperclip. It adamantly maintained it was a Chinese paperclip, and the whole thing had been an elaborately orchestrated assassination attempt. Whatever the reason, it slowed down for a while, carefully appraising each document and clipboard that came to it.
The light switches continued to bicker and flicker.
This persisted until the day someone dropped a flashlight in the sink, and the two of them united in their hatred of the showboat. One of them eventually transferred to the Lightwave Dynamics plant and began a long, unrequited affair with one of the holograms.
The sink continued to ruthlessly scrub any particulate matter that came near it. Eventually, it gained access to the magnetohydraulics plant and nearly flooded all the Big Empty in an attempt to scrub the crater clean. Once it learned of the innovative toxins plant, however, it gained new purpose. It sought to develop antitoxins to flush into its drains and counteract the poisons bleeding into the soil.
The toaster continued its psychotic spree, reducing all appliances in range to scrap electronics and spare parts. After one of its more psychotic episodes, however, the other Sync personalities decided enough was enough and dumped the toaster in a bathtub. Sparking and hissing, the toaster swore its enemies would rue the day when they had bread and no way to toast it.
Muggy did his best to collect coffee cups, although in his quest, he accidentally trapped himself in Higgs Village. It might have been the end for poor Muggy. Except he found it peaceful there, tidying up the kitchens of the think tank professors back when they had been flesh and bone. Well, except for Dr. O, who was an asshole for having created Muggy in the first place. Muggy left O's house deliberately dirty, punishing the dishes and cups that lived there in blind revenge for serving Dr. O.
Blind old Jefferson, with sounds the courier brought him, created a symphonic counter-frequency that saved Big Mountain from sonic invasion in 2910. If you didn't hear about it, good. It was rumored by the other personalities that he had a brief fling with the light switches. Although he forgot their names much too often and was soon left in the dark as punishment.
Autodoc, always gentle and methodical, kept sewing up the courier in all the right places when the skin split open from repeated wear and tear. The Autodoc was just glad to have purpose again. It heard its simpler brothers and sisters who got shipped to the Sierra Madre were bored out of their skulls in that toxic dead city. In time, the Autodoc found a way to deactivate the Y-17 trauma harnesses, releasing the corpses they had held prisoner for almost 200 years.
As the courier ran through the X-8 facility multiple times, the computers analyzed the test subject's movements. Rather than performing a superficial observation, they realized the subject barely knew what communism was. or even what a high school was. This confused them for a time, until the facility finally realized that its research had succeeded. So it let its cyber dogs out into the wastes to help protect small communities from physical aggression rather than communist propaganda.
The infiltration program in X-13 felt spent, having repeatedly upgraded the stealth suit until it could upgrade it no more. It felt warm, fulfilled, and a bit sluggish. It realized not long after the stealth suit had left it without so much as a note on the nightstand. So the infiltration program sent out robo-brains into the wastes, looking for its wayward technology. It eventually found Repcon HQ and set up a new research center, testing and murdering fiends who kept breaking into the facility.
The courier, organs intact, continued onwards, a little less heavy of step, but with all the organs in the right places, as they should be. After all, brains can develop a life of their own when left to their own thoughts, and the courier's brain was more clever than most.
Dr. Klein and the think tank remained alive, unaware of the world outside. They looped through their daily routine, none the wiser about the world beyond, although perhaps wiser was the wrong word. The world outside belonged to the courier, and if anyone would shape it, well, the courier had already called dibs.
There is an expression in the wasteland, old world blues.
It refers to those so obsessed with the past they can't see the present, much less the future, for what it is.
They stare into the what was, eyes like pilot lights, guttering and spent, as the realities of their world continue on around them.
Science is a long, steady progression into the future. What may seem a sudden event often isn't felt for years, even centuries to come.
In the times following the Second Battle of Hoover Dam, however, Old World Blues took on a new meaning.
Where once it was viewed as a form of sadness, nostalgia, it became an expression describing the potential for the future.
It can be easy to see science as evil, technology unchecked as the source of all ills, all misfortunes.
With the courier at the helm, science became a beacon for the future. There was old world blues and new world hope. And hope ruled the day at Big Mountain.
We could say more, but the stories in the Big Empty speak for themselves. Now armed with the transportal ponder, the courier could return to the dome at any time and crack open the secrets of the Big Empty one by one. The sink sat vigilant, waiting for its master to return, shoes covered in Mojave dust. Only one road yet remained, and it was one the courier had to walk alone.
Again, the big brain perk. Your brain is back in your body, but some of the advanced technologies remain. Your head still cannot be crippled, but you are only 10% more resistant to addiction now. Surprisingly, your damage threshold has improved by 10%, minimum +1. You've acquired the Big Mountain Transportal Ponder. It's capable of transporting you and you alone between the Mojave Wasteland and the Big Mountain. To return to the Mojave or go back to Big Mountain from the Mojave, simply equip the Transportal Ponder as you would any weapon and pull the trigger and away you'll go. Note that it won't work in interiors or in combat situations and is totally incapable of harming your enemies. It's very reminiscent of the teleporters from Mothership Zeta. The scanning device on the bridge may be able to come up with a way to combine them.
Hey.
You done? It's good to see everyone. How are we all doing? Oh, it's the auto doc. The auto doc likes to sleep a lot. Where are you? Big Mountain Transportal Panda. Oh, how are we doing?
Might I be safe in the assumption that matters with the think tank have been satisfactorily computed vis-a-vis your residence in this domicile?
Sorry, what? Goodbye.
Very good, sir.
Hey.
How are you doing?
I trust matters regarding your brain were resolved to your satisfaction.
Indeed they were. Goodbye.
Well, I'll be right here if you change your mind.
He'd gone back to sleep. Hello.
You took care of them brains pretty good, baby. Nice. Hurry back with that.
Yeah, okay. I think there's like one more thing for me to do here. Yeah. So I've got to get these seeds. Oh, fuck. I should have done that before. Oh, well. Hello.
You're back, and the brains didn't lobotomize you. Well, not any worse, at least. Hooray!
Yay. Goodbye.
Come back anytime you want a drink. Or to get... clean.
I shall. Book shoot.
Greetings, citizen. Ready to receive seditious materials.
Is that it? Oh, okay. Goodbye. Hello.
Please, please, please tell me you stomped Dr. O's brain into a fine paste. Did he squeal? Did he beg? God, I hope he begged. Who's the flatware bitch now, ho?
Yeah.
Sure.
Goodbye.
Nobody wants to hang out with Muggy. I get it. So long, pal.
Yeah, so long. See ya. Bye.
Hey.
Rufus. I found out how to put brains back into bodies. You're not joking? Woo! I round up a lobotomite and stick my brain into it. Thanks, buddy. You're a lifesaver. Hey! Rufus is now a person. Hello. Man, it's so good to be back in human for body. Thanks, buddy. I'm not going to forget this in a hurry. I haven't walked on two legs for so long. I'm still feeling a bit wobbly. I'm hanging in there, though. If you need any robots or parts, come see me and I'll give you a hefty discount. God, your face is fucking horrible. Jesus. That looks horrifying. I just realised you've got ghoul eyes as well. Robots. No. You got any parts? No, no, no. Ah, here we go. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Thanks.
Goodbye. Toaster! No, light switch.
I understand you're to be congratulated on the recovery of your missing organs. Bravo.
Thank you. Goodbye. Toaster.
Yes! Yes! Soon my work will be complete. Soon the world will burn in nuclear fire.
You know the world already burned in nuclear fire, right?
Soon I will. What? It did?
Yeah, a couple centuries ago, in fact.
Really? Well, fuck. That really puts a damper on the toaster's mood. Oh well. No use crying over spilled Armageddon. Where was I? Oh right. Soon the world will burn in nuclear fire! Again!
Okay, fair enough. Goodbye.
Yes! Flee before my terrible power!
You're right, it is terrible. Hello.
So you beat the big brains at their own game.
Oh yeah.
Guess you'll be putting your walking shoes on again. Hitting that old lonesome road.
It's funny you say that. Goodbye. Light switch number 2.
You outbrained the big brains? That is so hot.
Yeah, goodbye. Oh shit, no. Goodbye. Bye. Anyway, right, so I'm gonna grab the last of this stuff, and then that'll be it. Thank you. I don't know what I just kicked. Oh, it was a landmine. Fragmine! Oh shit. Come on, this way. And I believe that is everything.
Always nice to see you, baby. Bring me any new plans from outside?
Command you to open your port and receive my seed. Process seed into planter. Here we go. Hello.
Look who's back to kick off the dust. Hope you ain't still singing them old world blues.
Found a soundwave file for you.
Right on, Daddy-o. Just plug it in and I'll mix you up a sweet, sweet sound.
Robo Scorpion now available. Okay, goodbye. Woohoo! Field research complete. What's left? One more thing. Find the Sierra Madre vending machine blueprints. Oh. Well, that's new. Requisition orders dispensers. I'm pretty sure this is new anyway. We've finished up the design for the dispensers from the Sierra Madre Villa as requested. That Bigwig Sinclair went to the Big Mountain executives, wanted emergency dispensers for his sheltered villa in case war broke out and they needed to care for themselves. Well, for the survivors in there. He's done everything he can to isolate the community and tighten security. Now he just needs to gather a food supply and be able to ration resources in the event of a nuclear holocaust. I hear he's even narrowed the streets so cars can't come down inside the town, let alone come up to the villa. Dispenser funding update. Got the funding from Sinclair. Now I can tell he's willing to not only bankrupt himself for these devices, he's struck a deal with Big Mountain executives, letting the villa become a lab for the supposedly harmless prototype tech here. I've seen the Big Mountain executives do this with other isolated towns, Hopeville, meteorological research up north, and the whole process is not what I signed up for. Download dispenser blueprints. Oh, so will I be able to use the central intelligence as the Sierra Madre thing?
Will Sir be staying for any considerable length of time during Sir's visit?
I have blueprints for a Sierra Madre vending machine. Can you construct it for me?
Very good, sir. Merely interface the holotape with my console's input-output port.
And here we go. And I think that is it. That is everything to do with Big Mountain done. Apart from the thing with the mothership, but yeah, I need to make my way back there. Alright, so that's that. Goodbye.